Money and leadership without family is like a dead person. Long ago, before roads cut through forests and before iron roofs shone under the sun, there stood a wide land called Lugoma Plains, a place blessed with fertile soil, tall grasses, and rivers that sang to the moon. The people of Lugoma believed that a man's wealth was not counted by cows alone, but by the voices that called him father. Yet among them lived a man who believed otherwise. His name was Mugisha, son of no remembered love, a man whose heart was stronger than iron and whose mind chased greatness like a hunter chases a lion. From a young age, Mugisha rejected the path of family. While other boys herded cattle and dreamed of marriage, Mugisha chased trade, power, and recognition. When elders told him, "Build a home before you build a name," he answered, "A home will slow my steps." Rise of a powerful man. Mugisha traveled far across villages and kingdoms. He traded salt, skins, and gold. His wealth grew like the river during the rainy season. He returned to Lugoma wearing fine cloth, surrounded by servants and carrying authority in his voice. Soon the people chose him as chief, for no one was wiser or richer. Under Mugisha's leadership, Lugoma prospered. Roads were cleared, markets expanded, enemies feared the village. Songs were sung in his praise, and drums beat his name at every festival. But behind the praise lived a silent truth. Mugisha ruled a land full of people, yet his compound slept in darkness. A house without voices. Every evening, as fires burned in other homes, Mugisha ate alone. No woman asked about his day. No child sat at his feet listening to stories. His walls were strong, but his house had no laughter. Villagers whispered, "He is rich, but he is empty." Mugisha ignored them. "I lead many," he said. "I need no family." Years passed. Mugisha grew older. His beard turned white like ash after a long fire. His steps slowed, though his wealth remained heavy. One season, sickness spread across the land. Mugisha fell ill. His servants fled in fear. His guards returned to their families. The chief lay on his bed, sweating, shaking, calling out names, but no one answered. At night, death sat near him like a quiet visitor. It was then that Nyakato, an old woman with tired eyes and a strong back, came to see him. Long ago she had loved Mugisha, but he had chosen ambition over her heart. She sat beside him and said, "You were a great leader, Mugisha, but who will close your eyes when you die?" Mugisha wept. For the first time his wealth could not buy comfort. "I have cows," he whispered, "but no child to inherit them." Nyakato replied, "Money without family is like a drum with no skin. It makes no sound." Mugisha survived the sickness, but he was not the same. He walked through the village and saw fathers teaching sons, mothers laughing with daughters. He realized leadership without family leaves no roots. He called the elders and said, "From today, my home will no longer be empty." Mugisha took in orphans, fed widows, and treated them as his blood. He taught stories, values, and wisdom. Though his hair was white, his heart became young again. At night, his compound echoed with laughter. Fires burned warmly. Life returned. When Mugisha finally died, the village cried, not for his riches, but for his love. Children he raised carried his body. Women he protected sang farewell songs. The elders stood and said, "A leader without family is like a tree without roots. It may stand tall, but it will fall." And so the story was passed from generation to generation, teaching that money can build walls, power can command people, but only family gives life meaning.